Every great creative work stands on the shoulders of giants. Welcome to RetroInspection, where we examine and find out where the things we love today came from.
So I want to talk a little bit before we move on to other stuff about E. E. Smith. Now, he was a chemist, so he was another one of these genius guys. So he served in both world wars, but as a scientist, not as a frontline soldier. And in that capacity, which I think was probably classified at the time, he was a bomb maker. So he used his chemical geniuses to formulate bombs and that kind of thing. That probably puts him tangential to things like the what was it? Trinity. What was the nuclear project called?
Oh, the Manhattan Project?
Manhattan Project. So he was aware of that. He knew the chemistry. It was all well known. It was just putting it all together. Commercially, he was successful because he created some sort of donut sugar coating process. So he had quite a varied career and was successful as a scientist. And then he wrote this fiction. He started out writing with a partner, and then that partner dropped off for whatever reason, and he continued on. Well, the reason I bring this stuff up about his service was that one of the things that kind of bothered me about this book too, and it seems like it was written from someone who knew military strategy, who understood military function, etc., had seen war, but had not seen war in a human sense, had only seen war from a distance. Because there are sections where he creates these space battles, and they are ingenious because he talks about the carnage that's wrought by these beams and these screen weapons and all this stuff. So he is forward thinking in that, but he's very, very antiseptic about the loss of life.
And brief.
There really is.
I mean, the battles are over, 2-3 pages. The battle's done. There's not an enormous amount of detail, and there really should be, particularly in the climactic space battle, when we've got the whole thing about the differing formations between the fleets, how the fleets arrange themselves, and it's like that cried out for more explanation.
Well, listen, I will give him this. The main character, one of the main characters, Kinnison, Rod the Rock Kinnison, pulls back from completely crushing the enemy in an act of mercy. So he does give them that. But you have to think, they're using these beam weapons, they're incinerating people, they're doing all of this horrible, horrible stuff, and they do it several times. And these characters are so unmoved by the loss of life that I found that a little bit disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, repost, share everywhere. To see what else we're up to, visit xynobooks.com, xenobooks.com.